Hello guys, my name is Prasad and welcome to my today's video. This is my first video on graphs, and in this video I am going to visit a few of the basics of graphs. So without wasting any time, let's begin. Graph is a data structure which has nodes or vertices. These nodes or vertices are interconnected with the help of edges. These edges sometimes have directions and sometimes they don't. Whenever the edges have directions, the graph is called directional graph. And whenever the edges don't have directions, that graph is called undirectional graph. Let's see an example of undirectional graph. So the graph here you see on the screen is undirectional graph because these nodes, there are five nodes, A, B, C, D, and E, and they are connected by edges, but these edges do not have any directions. So this graph is undirectional graph. So now take a look at this graph. This graph has 5 nodes, the node A, B, C, D, and E, and these nodes are connected with the help of edges. But this time these edges have directions. So that's the reason this graph is called as directional graph. The previous graph which I showed, the edges were not having any direction. That's the reason that graph is called as undirectional graph. Sometimes graph edges carry weights. It is nothing but a number assigned to an edge, which denotes something like the time required to traverse from one vertex connected to the end of that edge to another vertex which is located on the other end of that edge, or it might be a distance to completely traverse from one node to another node. So the graph with weights assigned to the edges is called as weighted graph. So if you take a look at this graph, it is a weighted graph because if you can see the edges here, these edges have weights assigned to it. So vertex A and vertex E has an edge with weight 10. Similarly, vertex B and vertex A is connected with an edge having weight 2, and so on and so forth. You can see all other edges with similar weights like 5, 7, 3, and that's the reason this graph is called as a weighted graph. So as you can see in this graph, every vertex has a few edges stick to it. So for an example, this vertex A has 2 edges sticking out of that vertex. So the number of edges which are associated to that particular vertex is called as a degree of that vertex. So you can see A has a degree of 2, B has a degree of 3, C has a degree of 1 because there is only one edge which is coming in or going out from node C or vertex C. Graph D has a degree of 1. Graph E has a degree of 3 because there are 3 edges which are connected to vertex E. In case of directional graph, the edge which is coming in to that particular vertex is different than the edge going out of that particular vertex. So the number of edges which are coming in to that vertex, that number is called as in degree of that particular vertex. There are few edges which are going out from that vertex. Those number of edges is called as out degree of that particular vertex. In any undirectional graph, sum of degrees of all the vertices is twice the total number of vertices present in that graph. It happens because every edge is counted twice in the degrees of the vertices. So for an example, if you consider this graph which is shown on the screen, so this is the vertex which I'm considering, and there are three edges sticking out of this vertex. So this one, and this one. So the same edge, when we calculate the degree of this vertex, vertex P, the same edge is counted again, and that is the reason the sum of degree of all the vertices is equal to the double the number of vertices. In any directional graph, sum of in degree of all the vertices is equal to sum of out degree, which again equal to total number of edges in the graph. So if you consider this graph, vertex A has in degree of 1, vertex B has in degree of 2, because there are two edges which are coming in into vertex B. Vertex C has in degree of 1, vertex D has in degree of 1, and vertex E has in degree of 2. So if you sum up all these numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2, that is 7. So if you count total number of edges, that number is also 7. Even if you count the out degree of all the vertex, so vertex A has out degree of 1 because this edge is going out of vertex A. Vertex B has out degree of 1. Vertex D has out degree of 2. Sorry. Vertex D has out degree of 2. Vertex E has out degree of 2. Vertex D has out degree of 2. And if you count the sum of the out degrees, that is also should be equal to the number of edges. If you look at this graph has two sets of vertices. Vertex A, B, C, D, and E is all connected to each other, and vertex F and G are connected to each other. But the set of vertex F and G is not connected to rest of the vertices. So in this case, this whole graph has two connected components. So one connected component is this connected component, which is consist of 5 nodes or vertices, and another connected component is this, which is having 2 nodes connected to each other in this. So these are the two connected components in this whole graph. So that is the reason if you choose any source vertex, like if you start from vertex A, you might be able to visit vertex B, C, D, E, but still there are 2 vertices which are left. You cannot reach those vertices from the source vertex A. Graph is the data structure which helps to solve so many practical or real world problems, and hence it is very important data structure. So that is all I have in this video. In the next video, we will look at some of the ways with which we can represent a graph. So until then, bye bye.